Hey, amazing people. Jeff Cloud here, author of Waking Up in the Dream. And I'm jumping on here on a gorgeous Saturday morning in northern Thailand to share some tools with you that may really benefit the way that you see and manifest your entire reality. I'm going to be doing a new video short series titled Accelerating Your Ascension. And these are going to be tools that I share with my one-on-one clients, and they've completely changed my life through the way that I see and create my reality. And so when I talk about the word ascension, when I was growing up, that word to me was kind of conveyed as somebody that's leaving their body that's going into a higher dimension. It could have been a saint. It could have been, Jesus or anything like that. Right now, at this exciting and incredible time of great change, we have the opportunity to ascend into higher dimensions while still in our human body. And supposedly, I don't know the history because we've been lied to about pretty much everything, but we're able to do it this time. And so the invitation is to do the inner journeying. Go in and clean up anything that still triggers us, any judgments, any wounds or trauma we still may be holding on to, any lack of forgiveness for others, any low vibrational frequency or program that does not come from love, gratitude, joy, compassion, or excitement. And it's the way, it's the ticket. And so I'm really passionate about this stuff because it's completely changed my life and the life of people that I share it with that are willing to basically, to be perfectly honest, we have to be willing to put ourselves under a microscope. But it's the most freeing thing we'll ever do because this is an inner journey. And I'm sure anybody that listens to this stuff has heard that many, many times. And the majority of people currently are reacting and responding to the external world, getting triggered. There's psyops running, everything. We've been lied to about everything. And you really have to step back and go, isn't that interesting? What are my beliefs around this? Am I willing to question everything? Am I willing to stand up and speak my truth? Or am I still afraid of what other people will think and say? And so here's one of the greatest tools that is so simple to do if your soul or your intuition calls you to do it. And it's the topic of service to self versus service to the collective. If you ask the majority of people what they desire, they're going to use the word want, which is a spell word. And I have a whole free chapter at the end of my book on that, around spell words and to eliminate, and the words to use as substitutes. Totally game changing because the spell words tell your subconscious that your desire is still not here yet. And the subconscious can only take a direct order. Your desire is either here or it's not. And so using words like want, wish, hope, need, try, should, going to, and then hard and difficult, you're just programming your subconscious to not deliver that which you desire. So if you ask the majority of people what they desire, when I ask them, they tell me about the four same things: unlimited amount of money, my health, loving relationship, and a big, beautiful house and car with all my bills paid. That's great, and there's nothing wrong with that, of course. However, all those things will not bring us internal peace and joy for more than a short, extended amount of time. Now, when I looked at this and I decided to awaken every morning and commit to being service to the collective, everything changed for me. Everything. Because, first of all, being in service to the collective is one of the most gratifying things we'll ever do. However, if we wake up and we're running the same 50 to 80,000 thoughts every single day with all those programs and all those negative beliefs and programs, limiting beliefs that are running, that's what we're going to attract. Timelines and events and situations that mirror the frequency of those lower vibrational things. So when we begin to commit to wake up, love on our body, give love to every one of our cells, talk to them, and then consciously and intentionally create our reality, first thing every morning, it's just a practice, and it's easy. As opposed to just going, okay, I got to get up, I got to put on a pot of coffee, I got to check my email, I got to get on the internet, I got to pay my bit. That's all going to get done. But when we stop and our head's still on the pillow and we consciously and intentionally create our reality, the most incredible people show up in my reality every day. Multiple streams of income and abundance show up in my reality. It's not all money. We're surrounded by abundance if you truly look around. You've got electricity, you've got a house, you've got a bed or a place to stay or an apartment. You might have transportation, you've got a computer, you've got a phone, you've got food to eat, you've got running water, you've got a toilet, you've got a shower, you've got nice clothes. I have a microphone, I've got a computer, I've got, all these things. I've got Mother Nature, I've got wild jungle doggies around me every time I step out my door to help and assist every day because I enjoy that. It's not because I'm so great, it's because it gives me joy and it keeps me in a high heart frequency. So the question is, what is your passionate gift that you can share with the collective? And it could be as simple as just smiling and blessing everyone that you see, especially those that your ego may judge. That's raising your frequency. And guess what? Everyone that you see is actually you. This can be a tough one for people saying, no, I'm not a murderer, I'm not a rapist, blah, 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 I'm not a thief. No, but these people are your greatest teachers that are showing up as part of your soul contract to enable you to and mirror you to be able to see where you're still holding judgment, fear, doubt, lack of forgiveness. And it's just going to keep showing up over and over and over until you go, okay, I'm going to commit to doing the inner healing, clearing all limiting beliefs, because the truth is, and you've heard this before, you are 100% unlimited. You're a 100% unlimited divine being. There's nothing that you cannot manifest, whether it's money. You could grow back an arm if you believed it enough. And so the invitation that the universe is giving you today, right now in this moment, through myself as the mirror, and I'm speaking to Jeff too. I teach this stuff because it's changed my life, and I will not ever allow myself to forget it. And so play with the concept of, am I really in service to myself? And what would it look like to be in service to the collective? Because when you say, show me how I can serve today, the right people, animals, situations, whatever it is, they just start synchronistically showing up in your reality. Why? Because you're creating all of it with your thoughts and your words and your vibration and your heart and your intentions. You begin to do this every single day. And I have my clients set alarms on their phone that go off every hour. It's like a little tap on the shoulder. Psst, where are you right now? Are you in the future? Are you in the past? Are you upset? Are you in gratitude? Are you doing what you love? Even if you may be working a job or doing something that you don't love currently, if you don't absolutely love it, that's your invitation that there's definitely something much bigger that's attempting to come through. Will you allow it through recognizing the feeling of, wow, I'm not really on purpose here. I'm just paying my bills out of, fear, or I don't really feel like I'm prepared to step into sharing my gifts yet because I don't feel good enough about myself. I've had this one all my life. Or I don't feel ready. I don't feel ready. Because when I go to think about sharing my gifts, I get a little bit of fear that comes up. You know that fear and excitement are the same frequency? It's just how the mind labels it. And so these are just things that are really, really, really key to look at and begin to track. And, If you'd like some assistance doing it, grab the Waking Up in the Dream book. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I've got a whole YouTube channel that I'm going to pop in here right now. Everything's free on that channel. Everything. Hours and hours and hours of lives, Facebook lives that I've done. So, it's youtube.com/portal to awakening. And, study the stuff. The book's cheap. But what's really amazing about this book, and I would have never said this before because I would have felt like an egotist, you get this daily tracking sheet and it just mirrors you. You go through it, spend 5 or 10 minutes filling it out each night. And it's like, did you complete your morning gratitude? Did you catch your judgments and triggers? And then ask, I just got triggered. What is this trying to show me or teach me about me? When you begin to own all this stuff, everything in your reality starts to shift in the way that you see and manifest your entire reality. It's so simple. Even children have done this. So it's an invitation. Everything's an invitation. And right now, at this incredible time, you can see that there's people that are going to go along with the herd and they're going to lash out and they're going to project that the external is doing things to them. And it's a fine line because the external is doing things to us. We're being poisoned on every level. We're being lied to about everything. But here's the deal. If you've stayed on here this long, you're here to be one of the game changers. Plain and simple. So again, the invitation is, what are your own unique gifts that you can share with the collective? And can you begin to be accountable and stop judging? Stop feeling like a victim. And I'm not saying that you are. These are just collective things that people feel. I feel them too once in a while. I still get triggered. Are you kidding me? When I see people get harmed or animals getting harmed or people getting killed or things they're doing to children, yeah, I'm here to be part of the change. And I would throw down my life to help somebody. So, it's built into our DNA that we came here to be part of the change. And what's getting ready to happen is there's a separation of timelines from 3D to 5D and beyond. You've read about it, heard about it. You probably know about it and own it. It's why you're here. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Send me a private message in Messenger or go to the link on that I'm popping in here and check out the information. And the testimonials, if it resonates, great. Again, not trying to sell you anything. The invitation here today is service to self versus service to collective, and it'll completely change your reality. And all you have to do is be willing to go, I wonder if that'll work for me. Just be curious and playful. Those are two of the greatest words, because a lot of us lose that when we get our imagination deprogrammed out of us when we're children, and then we get into the system and we have to work and get a job and all, you can feel it. We're not supposed to have to pay to live on the earth ever. That was all instilled by the dark controllers for thousands of years. And guess what? Now everything's being exposed. It's the most exciting time. Yeah, it's also the most intense. But you're here. And so when you decide to share your own unique gifts that in a way that nobody else can do, you're going to start attracting everything. The money, the abundance, the people, the like-minded people are just going to show up for these deep conversations of integrity and honesty and vulnerability. Those are the people you want to be hanging out with, guaranteed, because it's real. And so I intend that maybe I've inspired you in some way, and I'm just glad to be back. So I'm going to be doing these video shorts of different topics every week. And if you'd like to make sure that they get delivered to your inbox, you can go to my website and just fill in your email address. And if not, you can catch them on my Facebook page and on my YouTube channel, Portal to Awakening. So I'm intending that you're excited with everything going on. Even, I know it's intense. It's intense, but this is where everything gets revealed. This has been prophesied for thousands of years. Sending you big, big love from Thailand. And yeah, man, Service to the collective is where it's at.